Hi folks, I hope you're all doing well. I won't talk too much at the start of this video because I'm doing a short piece to camera on location. So without further ado, let's head to the northwest Highlands of Scotland, to the banks of the stunning Loch Maree. Well, Merry Christmas everyone. 10 past 10 in the morning. This is non-alcoholic, by the way, in case you're wondering that I'm a Jake Ball. Alan, Ross and myself are at Loch Maree, not far from Torridon. The plan is to canoe out and camp on one of the islands here. There's 66 islands in total, so I'm hopeful we're going to find a nice beach to camp on. I've attempted this trip twice before and failed due to the weather. It was too choppy, so it's good to get up and the weather looks nice and calm. It's looking perfect. Scenery is just breathtaking again. We've got the mighty Sleoch over my shoulder in the distance. A very impressive mountain, one that I've not climbed, but wow, impressive feature in the landscape. Anyway, we're going to get the canoe packed. I'm going to chill, have these beers, we're not in a rush today, and we're going to canoe out towards the islands. I'll check back in then. Cheers! We had only paddled about half a mile, but after leaving the shelter of the bay and we hit the open waters, it was far too choppy to continue. This is us currently on the coastline, trying to decide the best plan of action. In the end, we decided it was far too dangerous to continue with the original plan, so we decided to do a short portage back to the main road. Ross ran back and collected the van, and Alan and I did a few runs back and forth with the equipment in the canoe to the side of the road, and we headed north to Loch Maree Hotel to try it all over again. So after a relatively calm paddle, we arrived at our chosen beach where we were going to camp for this evening. But we ditched the bags, the tents, just grabbed our camera equipment and headed across to Isle Maree, another island across from the one we were camping on. We wanted to explore this island before the sunset. The island itself definitely has a mysterious and enchanting vibe about it. It has the remains of a chapel, a graveyard, a holy well and a holy tree on it, and it's believed to be from the 8th century hermitage of Saint Mal Ruba, who actually founded the monastery of Applecross in 672. And yes, I am reading this directly from Wikipedia, there's no way I'm going to remember this. After a short exploration, we eventually found the money tree, or the wishing tree as it's known as, which was made famous by Queen Victoria, who paid it a visit in 1877 and published it in one of her diaries. But as you can see, the original tree is dead now, ironically from copper poisoning from all the coins. A lot of the coins are dating back to the 18th century. Yet again, if you so desire, you can read up on the stories on Wikipedia. the tent set up, done a bit of photography as the sun was setting, and then we collected some driftwood from the beach we were camping on, built a small fire, a metre from the water, and just sit and stare at nature's TV, the fire, and just appreciate being a million miles away from the rat race and enjoying the great outdoors. Doesn't get any better. Well, good morning folks. It's about 9 o'clock. Time is it, 9?
Aye.
9 o'clock. Rather chilly night last night. I don't know, temperature said it was to be around about 2 degrees, but felt a bit colder than that, and there's a lot of frost this morning. Thin layer of frost over everything. Slept quite comfortably in the tent. We're just waiting on sunrise. Hopefully going to get a bit of light on the peak on Sleoch behind us. Everything's set up, composition, cameras, we're just waiting hopefully to get a bit of light appearing. We'll see how that goes, but we're going to get some breakfast and then we're going to head to Inverness McDonald's to get a real breakfast. How did you find it last night, boys?
Aye, brilliant one. Good to get a wee heat in the fire last night, man.
Definitely,
quite cold.
Definitely takes the edge off it, doesn't it?
Feet were quite cold in the tent, man, but apart from that, it was brilliant.
Aye, I was cold during the night. Don't think it was as cold as that last camp when we woke up and it was covered in snow, but it was still pretty chilly. So I had to kind of get up during the night and add a couple of fleece layers. But nah, it's still class. Like getting up in the morning, just watching the sunrise and seeing the clear skies. And knowing that the water's not choppy.
I know. Safe to get home.
I think that's why I kept waking up during the night, just
checking the water.
Checking the water, sheer fear that it was going to be waves.
I know, no enjoyable going out in the canoe when it's choppy. A bit scary, especially when you've got all your camera equipment. I'm not bothered about these two or myself. It's my camera bag, if that goes overboard. Game over. But what a morning, this is just amazing. Yet again, we've woke up and there's not any wind at all.
I know.
Water is very, very still. So yeah, we'll wait, hopefully get a bit of light, get the drone up as well. Let you see a bit of this place.
Oh, speaking of which.
Oh, getting a bit of light. Goodbye. that's us. Heading back to the hotel. Nice calm waters compared to yesterday. The boys back there.
Yo.
Morning. This battery's about to die in this camera, so we'll just try to cram as much in as we can. Once again, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. We'll hopefully catch you on my next trip, where I got a little surprise while summit camping on the top of Snob Corrie Reinach, one of the Munros on Buccleuch of Beg. Here's a little peek of what's to come. It was a very special trip indeed. Anyway, you can follow me on my socials, hit like, subscribe, all that nonsense, and I'll catch you on the next trip. Cheers.
They'll not better sewing Andy's belly, man.
Nature's telly. Just put that in the video, folk will just think we just shut and don't speak. No, just shut there, stare at the fire.
Oh, this bit.
We just sat there and stared at the fire for 3 hours.
Fell out at one point. Can feel warm.
I'm freezing.
Sunburnt. You seen a picture of a baby and laughing at it? Why was you laughing at in the first place, man? I don't know. Point right in the boy's face.
That's my brother, he's handicapped. Gorgeous face.
Gorgeous face.
Can't beat cooking out in the wild egg sausage. Doesn't get any better. Till we get to McDonald's and Inverness.
Then it gets even better. Then it does get better.
We found loads of money in one of the trees over there, so that'll do us for McDonald's as well.
Yeah, some kind souls left it.
Must have been left from a previous camper.